This is Venkatesh. I am from Dronachala TSPSC. We are going to start the classes for history, social issue and economics. So I will teach the history and social issue will teach by Vijay and economics will teach by Sharan. So after completion of this subject, later we are going to start the Telangana movement, Indian polity and geography. So through this video is useful for the all competitive examination. In history, we are going to cover Indian history and Telangana history. So first of all, we are going to cover Telangana history. After completion of Telangana history, we are going to cover Indian history. So in Telangana history, we are going to cover first of all Shatamahana, and then next Ikshakus, next Vishnukundis, Mudigonda, Vemulavada Chalukyas, Kakatiyas, Rachakonda, Devarakonda, Devarakalas, Velamas, Kutub Shahis and Asaf Jahi. So in Telangana history, so they were divided into three parts. Like Indian history, they were covered by ancient, medieval, and modern. The same way, Telangana history also covered by ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. So ancient history, it will consist the Shatavahanas, Ikshakus, Vishnukundis, Mudigonda, and Vemulavada Chalukyas. In medieval history, it's covered Kakatiyas, Rachakonda, Devarakonda, Velamas, and Kutub Shahi. In modern history, we are going to cover Asaf Jahis. In Telangana history, first of all, we are going to cover the Shatavahanas. So, first of all, we have to study the Shatavahana, about the Shatavahana. So, they were the first ruler who ruled the Andhra region, and they were the first ruler who issued the coins also. So, they got the subordinate from the Mauryan Empire. Why? Because before they are working the feudatory of Mauryan Empire and they got the independence under the reign of Brihadratha. So here king name is Brihadratha. Under his rule they got the independence. So their court language is Prakrit language, and the founder, the Shatavahana founder is Srimukha. Srimukha is a founder of Shatavahana. Their capitals. There are few capitals are there, but important capital is Patisthanapura. It is present in Maharashtra, and then second one is Kodilingala. It is present in Telangana state, and third one is Dhanyakatakam. It is present in AP. Presently, its name as Amravati. So, Amravati is the present name of Dhanyakatakam. So, coming to the religion of the Shatavahana, they followed the Buddhism, Brahmanism, and Hinduism. The next, their dynasties covered AP, Telangana state and Maharashtra. It was extended to Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Gujarat. Shatavahanas, the Moola Purush's name is Shatavahana. So, about their history is covered by the coins and then inscription. So, what are the important inscription of Shatavahanas? The first one is Nanaghat inscription. It was inscribed by Naganika. The next inscription is Nasik inscription. It was inscribed by Gautami Balasri, mother of Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Next one is Hathigubba inscription. It was inscribed by Karaveludu. He was the king of Kalinga, a present visit of Orissa. Next one is Junagadh. It was inscribed by Rudradamudu. He was a Saka ruler. So this is all about the Shatavahanas. He was a Saka ruler. So this is all about the Shatavahanas. In Shatavahanas, the king ruling period is divided into two categories. One is the early Shatavahana, another is the later Shatavahana. So in early Shatavahana, we are going to study first of all Srimukha, and then later Krishnudu, his name is Kanva. Next Shatakarni 1, Shatakarni 2, Kuntala Shatakarni, Pulamoyi 1 and Haludu. He was a 17th ruler of Shatavahana. So first of all, we are going to study among all these. After completion of early Shatavahana, the latter we are going to study the latter Shatavahana. It means it will cover Gautami Putra Shatakarni. He was a 23rd ruler of Shatavahana. Next one Pulamoyi 2, also known as a Vasishtiputra Pulamoyi. Next Vasishtiputra Shatakarni. Next one is Agnesya Shatakarni, and then at last Pulamoyi III. He was the last ruler of Shatakarna. After, under the rule of Pulamoyi III, the Shatavahana kingdom has started to decline. Among all the Shatavahana kings, the Srimukha was the first king of Shatavahana. Also, he was a founder of Shatavahana dynasty. So he ruled the 23 years and he ruled the capital of Pratistanapuram. It was present name is Paitan, present in Maharashtra. So he was a contemporary of Ashoka. He followed the religion. First period he followed the Jainism and latter period he followed the Vaidika Dharma, that is called the true religion. Simukha has some titles. The first title is Raya title. It was given by Ashoka. Why? Because he was a contemporary of Ashoka. And the next title is Sri Chimukha Shata. Sri Chimukha Shata is another title of Srimukha. His coins, Srimukha coins founded at Kotilingala, that was present in Telangana state, and then Kondapur, that was present in Medak of Telangana state. So other names of Srimukha. One is a Ranago Bhadra and then another one is a Ranago Swami. These names found in coins. So it means different coins are having different names. The names are, first one is the Ranago Bhadra and that is the Ranago Swami. So this is all about the Srimukha. So no need to worry about it. Very short notes about the Srimukha, and the latter we are going to study Khanva or Krishnudu. So he was a brother of Srimukha. He annexed Nasik during his reign. He appointed the Dharma Mahamatya. It's a very important. Dharma Mahamatya, they were like a soldiers, they protect the Buddhist saints in Nasik. During the Krishnudu reign, a new religion has entered into the Deccan that was named as a Bhagavata religion. So this is all about the Krishna. Next important king, Shatakarni I. He was a son of Srimukha. He was a great ruler among the Shatavahana kings. He was the first ruler who issued the silver coins. It means the issue of silver coins started during his reign. And then he inscribed Ujjaini coin to mark the victory over the Pushyamitra Sunga. So Ujjaini coin, he inscribed the Ujjaini coin to mark the Pushyamitra Sunga, victory over the Pushyamitra Sunga. So we know that Pushyamitra Sunga inscribed the Junagadh inscription. So it's enough. And then later, during his reign, he fought with Pushyamitra Sunga. He was a Saka ruler. And then Karaveludu, he was a Kalinga ruler. About his victory and about his history was inscribed by his wife Naganika. That is a Nanakad inscription. It was inscribed by Naganika, wife of Shatakarni I. According to the inscription, he performed the 2 Ashwamedha and 1 Rashtriya sacrifices. The next king is Shatakarni II. He ruled the 56 years. He was a long ruler king, and his title, one is a Rajanasri Shatakarni. Rajanasri Shatakarni. Shatakarni II annexed the Vidisha and Kalinga. And then he constructed the archery at a Sanchi Stupa. So this is all about the Shatakarni II. And the next king is Kuntala Shatakarni. So during his reign, the Sanskrit language has started the court language of Shatavahana. Before it was a Prakrit language. Now onwards, the court language is Sanskrit. So it's an important thing in exam point of view. The next poets, the court poets of Kuntala Shatakarni. The 2 important poets, one is Sharva Sharma. He wrote the Katantra Vyakaranam. His book Katantra Vyakaranam. The next important poet was Gunanidu. It's very important. These 2 poets are very important in exam point of view. He wrote Bruhat Katha. So the next ruler is Pulamui I. So we know very little about it. Little about him. He ruled the 10 years. He annexed the Pataliputra, and his coins are found at the Pataliputra. The next important king, his name is Halidu. He was the 17th ruler of Shatavahana. He himself a great poet and known as a first Andhra poet king. So it's very important. And the next, his title, Kavi Vatshayaludu. He wrote one book, that is a Gatasaptasati. It was in Prakrit language. So it's also very important in exam point of view. And the next, his reign called as a golden era in Prakrit. So this is all about the Halidu. So far we discussed early Shatavahana, In next video, we are going to discuss latter Satavahana. Thank you.